Hey everybody, Dave here, and I wanted to send you a message updating you all where we are at in our HPE 258 class, and that is a hybrid version, obviously. Week 8 is done, and I'm excited to say that all the grading for Week 8 is also concluded. So now we are moving into Week 9. I've noticed a few of you have already posted in the discussion, have completed a chronic disease assessment, and also have submitted an activity sampler, which is really, really exciting. The chronic disease discussion is an exciting one. If a discussion can be exciting, this is it. So I'm really excited to see what types of chronic diseases people come up with and see if people get them right. It's really kind of an exciting discussion. And this actually comes from an STD scavenger hunt that I do with my face-to-face class, where I just give everyone an STD. It's just a fantastic assignment, and literally as they're leaving the room, I'm giving them an STD. And some people take two, one for them and one for a significant other, or they just want to, so for whatever reason. But it's fun, man, and it gets people talking about things that are perhaps not interesting to them, and that is, in our case, chronic disease, which can be tough because when you're only 16 to 24 years old, you may not come across chronic disease in your life. And so this is one way to get the discussion going, and also just some knowledge and information kind of rolling around in your brains that could be informative for you. So in any case, that's the discussion. I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with. We also have a sampler due this week. I've already graded a couple of those. We have a chronic disease assessment. I saw two or three have been submitted. So I know that's working and going really well. We also have our labs in lab this weekend. And I do want to remind you that you can do the VO2 max early if you would like, so that you don't have to stay the entire duration of this weekend's lab. So if you want to get that baby done, you may be in lab for just a short period of time on Saturday. We'll just be there for a quick kettlebell workout, and then really that would be it if everyone got their VO2 max done. So where does all of this take us? I wanted to let you know, I made some notes based off of some of the information I'm gathering from you all, and I'm hoping to use this to fuel some forethought into next week, week 10, and that is the creation of what's called a fitness plan. And that's really the purpose of our class, is to become your own personal trainer, or learn to become your own personal trainer in about a 10 to 11 week class, and that's HPE 258. And the idea is to gather information about cardiovascular training, weight training, and flexibility training, and utilize those to set the goal, or to utilize those to become either healthier physically, so to start moving more, or if you're already in that health zone, to perhaps become more fit. So there's really a couple differences between being healthy and being physically fit. Just like there are differences between being physically active and exercise. So the difference between being physically active would be like mowing your lawn or washing the car, or maybe what you may call exercise, but just not really monitoring it or measuring it, like taking a heart rate or really calculating time or distance. It's kind of very scaled down. A lot of people may say that they're going to walk the dog, and they want to include that as exercise. Well, that's great stuff, but it will lead to health benefits, such as regulation of blood sugar numbers, or decreased blood pressure, or reduced resting heart rate, or something like that. And those are very positive things. But a lot of times people will do those things with the thought of improving fitness. And that is where people can get frustrated, is that walking the dog is not going to get you fit. Doing a single exercise may not get you fit. There's a lot of things to consider. Nutrition is another one. Sleep is another one. And obviously moving. And so if you're not moving enough, then obviously you're not going to reduce body fat. You may not add enough or make your muscles tone enough so that they're actually visible. And so you have to really be mindful of the goal that you set for your fitness plan. And again, the fitness plan is going to be due next week. And I just want to get you thinking about what the fitness plan entails. I'm initially going to have you set a goal, and that is you want to become healthy or become physically fit. And so if you're becoming healthy, then you're going to do things like maybe a single type of exercise a couple days a week. 2 days a week you're going to go out for a walk or a run, something like that. Very, very low intensity, kind of a modest approach to exercise. And if you want to become fit, you're raising the bar almost on across the board. You're going to be doing a couple different modalities of exercise, so weight training and cardiovascular training. You might incorporate a little bit of flexibility work as well. You may do things like hot yoga and balance that with bar, or a couple different modalities of exercise, and you're really taking this serious so that you can see a difference in your body and body composition, a difference when you're looking in the mirror, and a difference maybe in the measurements that you take, such as the body composition lab that you did, after a 12 to 16 week period. How have things changed? Can you see differences in the mirror as you look back on, perhaps if you have like Instagram or Facebook? Can you see differences in your in your facial features, maybe your jawline? Oftentimes, physiological change or the adaptation towards exercise starts at the top, so your head, and it starts at your feet, and it really just kind of goes this way. And as people get more and more fit, they start to notice changes in their, again, kind of in their their facial appearance or jawline, the neckline. The neck becomes less wide, I guess, than your cheekbone, and you can see some definition in your shoulders. And also, from the ground up, you're looking at, now you can see some sleekness within your calf muscles, and you can actually see a gastrocnemius muscle. And so the weight, the body fat starts to, I'll say, shrink a little bit, and the results start to go in like this. And the last thing to go was probably the first thing that went on, which is the belly or hips. If you're a male, then your belly tends to get larger as you put on weight. And if you're female, your hips tend to get wider as you put on weight. And so those are typically the last things to go off. Unfortunately, those are the things we're always looking at. And so, we can get frustrated with exercise. So it's a long-term approach to really improving fitness. So again, it comes back to, what is your goal? How much are you willing to put into this as far as energy? Now realize it's a lifetime thing, man. It really, really is, this, being fit. And it's hard. I only do really one modality. I do a little bit of cross training with my boot camp class and the classes that I teach on Tuesday and Thursday nights at Challenge Fitness. But, so really that's 4 days a week of, I'll say, very light stuff. But my running is pretty darn religious and rigorous. So, we're talking 6 days a week of pretty intense stuff. And I've been doing this for a long, long time. So I'm kind of at the level where I'm doing two modalities that are really, really low, and then one that's really, really high. And so I'm happy where I'm at. So I would say that my goal would be to be physically fit aerobically. Whereas some of you may not wish to stick and run or do any cardiovascular work. You just want to stick with the weights, or you're happy with hot yoga, so you'd be happy with flexibility work. Regardless of what it is, I need you to understand that there is a huge difference between just being healthy and just being fit. And that walking the dog, going out for a walk, or doing maybe one modality of exercise, like for example, if you just told me you were going to just do jump rope for 10 minutes in any given day, and that was all you were going to do for that day for exercise, that's probably going to be more along the lines of health. But I will say jump rope is a plyometric, so it's not an easy one. There's a little bit of agility, a little bit of balance. And anytime you have a plyometric, which is jumping, that's a little bit more intense than just staying on the ground, like walking. So you're going to have to balance that. What are you doing on top of just jump roping? Or what are you doing on top of hot yoga if you're really wanting to be fit? If you want to be healthy, it's different. Okay, so and I also saw a lot of people last week did We Fit. Now, We Fit is fantastic if you're with the family, and so there's benefits emotionally as well, which are also beneficial for the heart. And I can appreciate that, but those are health benefits, not fitness benefits. Fitness benefits improve body composition. Think of it that way. Fitness improves body composition. So I know that's a lot of information, man, and it's 10 minutes. But I'm glad I'm discussing this now going into next week. I just wanted to get your minds thinking about that. I will open up next week's module early. I'll open it up on Thursday. Let's just get past Wednesday, get past the initial post for this week. You can submit all your assignments early. You can do your VO2 max early, and then we'll meet on Saturday in the gym, but I wanted to at least get you thinking about the fitness plan that is coming up. I apologize if this is just, if I'm just kind of rambling. I hope I'm not, and I'm hoping I'm providing a little bit of insight as to what we're going into. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, this week is supposed to be crazy ridiculous, 88 degrees today. Are you kidding me? That never happens in Vancouver, Washington. So if you guys have any questions, you can feel free to reply to an email, and I'm happy to just kind of correspond with you that way. I'm sure you have other ways you can reach out to me, which I'm totally cool with. So I will plan on, this is my last video message until we meet on Saturday, and otherwise I will see you this Saturday this week. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. Bye-bye.